Oh boy.
What they can do
Double lift with the barrier.
Expecting to see Helios play the Helios way. We may see some early game aggression.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the one-timer.
On that Nuno.
Yeah, both junglers
okay.
starting with a green ward.
Okay.
Meaning the early game invading may happen. They also want to get knowledge of the jungle starts.
So it's going to be interesting to see where CLG goes. I think CLG is going to straight invade 5-man into the blue.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
some unique summer
Dexter is going to ward deep raid
on Aframu and barrier
right now,
which is more single target protection than they could otherwise get for double lift.
Oh, the ghost already. The ghost already. Oh, he dodges it. Pie to the face of Dexter. That's actually the cocoon they needed. If he were to hit anybody, that was the best one to park behind. Wow.
Well, they burn a flash for a ghost, so I'd say Link gets ahead of it. And Dexter had actually already skilled his W.
That was so bad.
Spiderling fly
Seraph
out
level W is Lulu.
Scary times for Krepo, though.
What?
Ghost from the Fog of War allows them to get
so
deep ward position.
That was so bad. You never want a level W as Lulu.
Pobelter's messing with fire here.
CLG
oh my lord.
Despite not having Dexter.
Well, they got their ward in. Seraph got that.
Dexter did not ward, so it's interesting to see where he's going to be placing it.
Got double a fan. In the audience.
Looks like they're going to get the lane matchup that they want. Krepo in the bumper said they gave a lot of respect to the Rush Hour bottom lane, so they're going to be doing their best to shut that down as well.
Dexter late start his red.
But it's all business when you're on the Rift.
Helios, you can see plotting his jungle right there. Says they saw Dexter starting at red. Helios says going here next. Going to his own red. Standard jungle starts.
Ooh, Link's taking a chunk there.
Technically be on a collision course.
So what needs to happen here? Link needs to push in mid so he doesn't get harassed.
Very interested in this bottom lane.
Oh, he took another bomb.
Twitch bomb against Cog Morgana.
Okay, let's see. Nice harass on Altec right there.
Range advantage with his W.
Double lift and Afro bullying a Cog Morg already, which is hilarious.
The early edge right there.
Oh my god,
yeah,
Double got another auto attack.
Afro waited for the minion to instantly go down, and then he threw a Winter's Bite through it. So really cheeky play in the bottom lane so far. But if they can keep doing that, it's going to be very hard for Altec and Krepo.
Helios a little faster on his jungle clear.
Dexter looks like he's going to be hovering the bottom side of the map for now.
Helios might want to try and invade this. He did a quick 2-buff so he could come around.
Okay, now he's
but he's actually just getting an early ward out. He pinged to say where Dexter was, not to invade.
Right, watch out. 3 minutes on the clock. That means the lanes have to be very wary.
Link with the
what's
quick
going
ward
on around them right now. Junglers are going to be peeking out of the fog of war.
Okay, Link's out of pods soon.
Dexter wants to make a move out of the
woodwork. He's been taking way too much damage.
He's going to be to the bottom lane. Double buff onto him.
Dexter wants to go straight for the kill on Morgana. It's not going to happen just because the wave is a little weird.
Ward here for this 3.
Oh, maybe.
He was able to quickly, I believe he was seen a little bit by the upper ward.
Oh, shit. Nunu's right there. If you go now, you have an opportunity.
They may burn a flash here.
Oh!
Shield. Oh, man.
Nice. Okay. Altec having to stay there, but he
that
did
was
force
actually
a flash. That could be
really good
now
for
up
bot
to
lane.
About 8 minutes.
Because now bot lane's scared to press up.
You can see Helios. Are they really?
So Dexter's behind one camp.
No, they're not.
Pretty clever move there by Krepo Rib. He black shielded himself and then blocked in front of Altec for the cocoon. The only risk that was running was that Altec was about an auto attack away from getting stunned by the Braum passive. But they lose the flash of Altec. Still would have had cleanse.
Race just came up. Dexter is looking to counter jungle Nunu. I'm not sure how.
His pressure has really affected.
Oh, Dexter! No, Dexter!
Away, but the junglers, knowing that the lane's not affected, they want to get each other now. Helios steals out. Dodges the ice blast, not a problem.
Okay, he got away.
Dexter makes a loop-de-loop on the backside. Can he get the satchel out? Doesn't even try for it. Goes for the damage.
That was
failed counter jungle attempt right there.
Oh boy, Link, you need to base.
Is doing
that mid lane. Link didn't think it would hit. Gotta trust.
Plus he's so low. I mean, he's a bouncing bomb away from death.
Bouncing bomb auto attack. Oops.
This mid lane is.
These junglers really trying to get into each other's jungle.
You go
10
heal.
CS for Dexter, 16 for
That's a bad recall. Get out.
Very low farm jungle game.
And great vision play by Helios. He knows the top side
Link
is
should
being
just play
inhabited
it
by
safe.
Dexter. He goes ahead, takes the bottom. Gonna go back and have
I
free
think Link
jungle
might
for
die here
himself.
due to his greed.
He leaves it too, so he's trying to make sure the harass
Link, don't
sticks
die,
on these.
please. For the love of God, don't die.
Still, and he actually wants to fight, or he's looking
Great
for Link.
ward.
Yeah.
Great trinket ward. He knows how
Link just waits
vulnerable
that.
he is, so he's going to have to give up some of these CS in his turret.
Okay.
He's trying
Okay. Come on, baby.
Oh, he gets it frosted
Come on,
over,
baby.
but the blood boil sticks
Oh,
a little harder. Yeah, he's got it. That was close. A lot of slows, but we'll see. Helios can break out of that.
That was a good roam.
Helios definitely winning on the map pressure front right now. Even if he's not creating any kills or
That's
assists.
what we expected.
Link has been scared of him. He drew double lift and Afro up there. Did not even have to burn his summoner spell. And is slightly more farmed than Dexter.
A lot more movement towards mid once again. Helios making himself present. I like the fact that it's not sneaky.
But yeah,
he knows
Dexter's
he
a little behind.
He's ahead of the game. He can take a little time here. And looks like he's going to try to once again thwart off Dexter inside of his jungle.
Goodbye, Blue
Gets
Ray.
the ward out. The consume is there, so he may just be able to grab it off that.
Pull it back, pull it back,
But
pull
either
it
have
back.
a smite.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be his.
Well,
Maybe.
he needs a smite.
Nope,
Goodbye.
it's his. Dexter pushed off on his favorite jungler as well. Helios really making an impact this game to shut that aspect down.
But Belt is up
Got to stick around the map though.
14 CS,
You
which
can
is
do
pretty
all
significant.
this work, but if Rush
Bot
Hour
lane,
starts getting going, if top
Rush
lane
Hour
is
is
there,
pretty much just even.
keep shutting
The
down
summoners
Inox.
that they blew
Only a 1 CS lead there, but Inox
haven't
has been
turned
at his
into
turret.
anything yet.
And if Dexter can get a few ganks in,
If
that
Link
is
can
swinging
get
right
level
back in
6,
his
it'll be
favor.
okay.
They got
The
the
big
position.
thing you have to be able to do as Nunu when you counter jungle is somehow disrupt
Get
the
that
next
level
rotation
6,
of
Link.
his red and blue buff, because there is
You want that level 6
catch-up
because if you
experience
look,
in those.
the
Whereas
summoners
if
for
Dexter
All
is
Tech
behind
and
putting those buffs based on the level
yeah,
of the game, will
Crepo
give
just
him
came
more
up, so
experience. Helios is not in a position to
you're
do
not
that
going to be
right
able to
now.
make
So
a
all
kill
this
bot
counter
lane.
jungle could actually
All
be
Tech also has
just for
cleanse,
slight
I didn't see
limits.
that.
Got that Quill Coat build going. Go around, just keep nomming on whatever he can. Top lane should be grouped up here. No, teleports up by Inox. Helios won't have to cover it. It's going to be blue give to Pro Belter. So this will be called in probably as well on the side of CLG. That will be going over soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an okay job by Helios, but no actual buff denial as of yet. The same timings as the initial buffs. They knew exactly where Dexter started, so they should be able
So
to time
Seraph's
blue if
got
they wanted
about
that.
the
But based
same
on where
CS
their
as
bottom lane
Mojo.
is, kind of getting shoved in, their only window would have been to try and take Dexter's red buff.
The
with
game
aid
is
of Inox's
about
teleport
even.
on Mundo.
I would say
And
that
they missed that gap,
EG
meaning
have a
Dexter is
little bit of
completely fine.
an edge because mid
Also
is
in a perfect opportunity
mid is
as
an
well with that
uneven
teleport to
matchup.
be hitting up the
like
dragon.
Ziggs
See
beats
what happens
TF,
here. We
and the
get
problem
8
is
minutes in,
too that
especially with Dexter on Elise.
Link
going
doesn't
for
really
that
have a
rate.
port
Spectral as
location.
well, so he'll be
You
getting
know, he
himself
can't
into
port
some
bottom
damage
because
double lift and alpha move.
Alltech has
freezing
cleanse,
this one out,
and
almost denying
there's
it.
really
Alltech
no
grabbing
way
the siege with the
to
ooze. Very nicely
really
played.
pressure this.
Keeping
Yeah,
it
great
calm.
laning by Double Lift and Afro.
But a Dex, that's really good. A
Set
Dragon,
her up for this.
Really punishing Alltech for taking cleanse.
That's true.
it's going to
But
be
he's not a
see a
great
lot.
laning summoner. Dangerous Dragon here, though.
yeah, it's dangerous because
Potential
Helios
collapse.
has
Ziggs Bomb is very lethal around the Dragon Pit.
What a binding. Like, I hit something. I know I did.
I swear.
Double lift.
It's binding
that didn't
growth.
work.
Got it. Very nicely played. Helios
misses
just
some
flexing
more
his
CS.
muscles, walks in, and pushes him off a dragon. Blue buff gets picked up by Link. He probably would have wanted that for the engagement anyways.
I'm scared.
So we'll be happy to have
I'm
that
scared
in
for
mid
the
lane
guys
now.
this game.
Destiny's still waiting to be used. No real moves to bring out first blood in the game. We had quite a long one in Europe. I don't think we'll reach that, but these guys are
Mid
quite
lane is
patient
just
right
under
now.
Set
too
a
much
record
pressure
for
right now.
the longest first blood in the game. Was it 27 minutes?
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah, right up 20. I think it hit 28.
Unbelievable. The game was over a few minutes later.
It's one of those one done. Coming up on 10 minutes here. Helios still
Dexter got
on the
bombed.
aggression of Dexter. Dexter's
Goodbye,
at
Blue Ray.
34 CS. Helios really hasn't made a giant impact with this. Yeah, he was kind of on his red that one time, but everything's still. Dexter's getting what he needs.
Dexter actually has more gold than Helios right now as well.
That's him staying focused. You can't just be flustered because somebody took a few of your camps. Nobody's died in lane. Dexter's not really having to get anything back just yet.
Avoiding counter jungling is an art in itself.
Yeah.
Dexter's done a very good job of it this game.
Absolutely.
He tries to build up
I
to
just
a damaging
I start to
lead.
realize more and more
I kinda wanted to
the
talk
the
about.
Morg pick is very bad for the enemy to have because it prevents ganks from happening.
What got changed was Spirit of the Ancient Golem, which everyone was using on Elise.
If you flank behind a Morg, she'll be able to.
Nerfed, but the eventual tankiness
she'll be able to save one person. Whereas like Thresh, if you get behind a Thresh, you just kill a Thresh.
The damage Elise was actually still pretty good, and they're now using it for its objective control and its quick assassinations when they come into lane. And it's actually what the majority of junglers have went back to, just because their other item was changed or nerfed in comparison to what they wanted it.
Belter doesn't think that he's mid.
Loving that change.
I think.
You can see the aggressive junglers who love to make an impact, taking hold right away. And that's most of them here. We definitely have been seeing it a lot more in the recent patches with side lanes wanting the
Dexter's got to farm.
Get them going. The long laning phase where everybody needs to have a little bit more damage
that's
in the
a waste
game.
of the pink ward, I think.
It's been proving useful, especially if you can be ahead. Right now, we've had 2 very even games today, so nothing's really shown that it's the better build. It's all about the mechanics and the strategy of what team can put out.
An even game all around, I think.
Krepo
minus
getting
the
a little
fact
bit of breathing room in the bottom lane, but still
mid lane
being
is a little bit behind.
So you can see the work that double lift and alpha move.
Bottom lane is only 10 CS,
They're going to have a nice
10 CS behind for CLG, and mid lane is 20 CS behind, so that's the disadvantage
the point
there.
At which he gets his ultimate in lane, he just becomes so incredibly dangerous.
Some
the amount of
weird rotations
because he can shoot those ultimates
from Dexter
in the midst of the rest of his attacks.
It's
One Dark Binding would land and double lift would be really, really low. And as you can see now that the lane is at level 7, Altec is getting a little more aggressive. That lands though, and it's a bit dangerous.
They stack the slows. What a soul shackle as well to shut down double lift from coming back in. There's the disengage, but do they have the re-engage?
Oh my god.
They get the expunge and they drop down
dialing.
Krepo. The turn goes on a double lift. Helios is very big right now, and what a turn in the counter. Aframu's forced to jump. Here comes the Mega Inferno. It shouldn't be enough. A sliver of health onto Aframu, but it's not over. The teleport comes in, and Seraph gets locked up on a few minions in the feet of double lift and can't reach the fight.
Link just ported in
a lot
happened
for no reason. Is one thing. Both AD carries walk away with the kill, but
grab
because
the dragon
Seraph
here, most
was
likely.
the one to get the successful teleport down bottom,
Helios got chunked quite a bit,
Belter, though, wants to disrupt it.
Looks like we got to stop on Inox's teleport unless he did it.
Now Seraph
going to be running down. Right. Very unfortunate for them.
Trying to peel off the dragon.
Dexter takes a few hits that he does not want to now. Seeing 2 CLG members with a combined 600 HP.
There goes Dragon.
And Seraph
God
with the
damn
better
it.
of that. They're going to have to move out of this one. It looks like EG
and they lost
just
the
roamed across the map.
Yeah. This game's a little weird right now.
Inox all the way down. Now an EG Dragon.
Maybe it should have been smart.
So when all is said and done, he gets the upper hand here. CLG is also a team that
I'm starting to realize something here.
Kind of given the
TF mid was actually really bad
right now
because Altec ended up getting cleansed, and they have Morgana.
I'm not going to say he meant to, because I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to, but Aframu just did left base without a trinket. We'll forget that happened.
Yeah, that happened.
That was
he would have
that was a determining factor of this TF pick. If he could gank bottom lane, make plays bottom lane, that's what I kind of talked about earlier. And it just doesn't seem to be happening because
use the feeler method, put his hands
it's just
in the grass
too hard.
And just feel around.
If CLG banned out Morgana, and
he has the sight stone, so they can at least get the coverage out.
If COG didn't run cleanse, it would be a totally different story.
Bottom lane and being
but
pushed up. You're gonna have to be a little careful. Double lift blow on mana. Looks like he's in a situation to back anyway. Aframu may just say, "I'm coming with you." Dexter getting his buffs again. They
CLG is only 5K, 500 behind, so that's not a big deal.
Those buffs anymore. So Dexter has made it through the early game of the new
but it's still been a really tough game for Link.
See what the lanes can now do.
And I feel like Ziggs kind of outscales
go for Inox in the top lane
in this sort of game.
I wonder how the rest of Dexter's build will progress as well.
They need to hit up some more lane ganks.
Damage on EG right now, and you would expect the jungler to pick up the locket of the Iron Solari, but because he's went Spectre Raid, that is in line with the damage build.
Oh boy,
so close.
Unable to give the blue buff there to Link.
Link already has it.
Because Link had taken away that of EG, so they now have double blue buff.
So, Nunu's going for the sight stone.
Double farming up a storm.
As always, he's in the perfect environment. Leaving that turret up is definitely a good thing for at least
Belter's
ahead,
running out of mana
right now. It'd be a damn good thing for a Kog'Maw as well, because you just want to farm the late game safely. Doublelift and Alpha have been making that laning phase very difficult.
The strength of TF is that you have early pressure and that you make a lot of plays, and we haven't been making any plays right now.
For their team.
So it's a little
all these wards now are placed kind of towards the blue buff and the
frustrating.
Dragon. That dragon they were able to get. The blue buff, however, is what they're missing.
If you don't make any early plays on TF, then there's no reason to pick him.
Heavy ward controlled by EG as well.
He's okay at like 4 items, but right now, the mid game is where he really falls off because he's a weak laner.
Actually, from Altec.
I'll be right under the noses.
Try for something.
Trying to zone him off CS.
That was a really nice instant behavior for you.
One of the best things that CLG does as a bottom lane is knowing when they can deny the enemy CS, not just getting CS for themselves. That's what Doublelift did there with the stealth.
I think
Scrying Orb generally told them where Dexter
and you
was.
Can't kill. You could have killed early game, or you could have killed top lane this game. Like Dexter could have killed top lane. Counter. It's just
super safe play here. Pobel just trying to bait this one in a little bit.
I think that CLG was really focused.
Might be happening here. Dexter is behind.
Oh wow, it's a big collapse here in the mid lane. Could be a frenzy going on right now. A great bomb coming out of the hands of Pobelter. He gets 3 on the spread damage there. The area of effect taken down a good chunk of HP. And we're gonna have a 17-minute push here on the mid turret. A quick change in everything.
Oh no.
But this leaves Doublelift down to the bottom lane now. CLG may have just got a rotation that they wanted.
Dexter did
lost
get caught
Flash
right there by getting counter-ganked, but much like his other games on Elise, even when he gets caught, he is the slipperiest dude to try and catch. He gets away so efficiently. He did have to burn Flash, and it did give Doublelift some time in the bottom lane, so not too much went wrong there. Oh man, they want this.
They've broken the black shield. The flash over. It goes to Helios. They're going to be getting a red buff refresh, but they do not get any kills. They do blow up a few flashes. They're going to help for another
Afro doesn't even give a shit. He just
near
goes
right
in.
there. So 2 flashes down. They will be down for the next dragon.
Seraph. Okay, you're good.
It's tiny. Seraph ducked that one.
Mundo's fantastic in the top lane against Lulu, especially around this stage of the game, where he can build that
we got mid tower.
Spirit Visage and then tank up what Seraph does.
Oh, no, we
that minion wave and half of everyone's health.
Wow. What a play. Super helpful there to stop CLG from opening up the map, having even more.
That was a really good Ziggs ulti. I'll give that.
That would also pretty much deny Inox really anything in the lane if he's got CLG coming in from the backside and he knows it. Good play. Both teams still hold the outer 3 turrets.
That
18 minutes in. Definitely not a problem with teams wanting to fight, but it's the problem of the kills going down in the fights. Everybody's disengaging really well in these, or just flashing to get themselves to safety.
This game is going to be blown up pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye mid tower.
Almost like these long game waits better. It's like taking traffic on the 405 early and waiting all day, or you wait.
I'm pretty sure as long as Dexter heals up, I think it'll be fine.
So
for
19
next,
minutes
for
coming
the
up.
next dragon fight.
LA joke, sorry.
Look at this
little
though.
inside.
No, they lost
2 turrets going down.
Whoa, whoa. Like you said, Chad, when it opens up, it's going to open right up. Can Doublelift get away? Altec fires the living artillery. It's all about trying to find him now. The pink ward is just out of range.
Dragon's up
what a run
20
from
seconds,
Doublelift, but what a push there from EG. Now 2 turrets and a 2,000 gold lead.
Once Kog'Maw gets that Trinity Force,
the
that
Trinity Force
becomes a lot scarier.
Is really scary.
They may have just opened this game up. They've taken 2 of the outer turrets right before the dragon is to be spawning. The question will be if they are out of resources or haven't shopped, whereas everyone on CLG just got pushed back to base, so they will have items. But the dragon's up right now, and Doublelift is not in range.
I don't know if they'll have the items to do the same amount of damage. Pobelter with the needlessly large rod is a huge spike. Like you said, the Triforce,
and
they came back with a bit more pen and a bit of resistance on the side of CLG, so they cannot fight the damage that EG has right now at the 19-minute mark of the game. Another dragon over the Evil Geniuses, 2 of 2 here versus CLG.
Fight come in though, no flash on Cog.
Looking for the cards. Oh, look at the cleanse. It's the cleanse, but he walks right into a Lulu. You're not going to be able to cleanse everything. You can only get so clean. Kathy and Surprise going down, but the team does not follow.
Riv, that's not the way CLG wins games, though. 5 people down bottom and a TF ult for a kill when they've just lost 2 turrets and a dragon, potentially a 3rd one. They're down about 3,000 gold at nearing the 20-minute mark right now. The only game this split where CLG has had a larger gold deficit at 20 minutes and still won was against Complexity, and that was off of Miracle Baron. Also, EG has never had a lead this large at 20 minutes this split and ended up losing the game. So a lot of good things happening for EG right now.
We just went from little to nothing to a lot of something instantly. Again, for the try on the blue buff, trying to harass out a little bit. Doublelift's going to pick up a turret here. This will be the first opening of the map for Evil
2K
Geniuses,
behind.
or I should say for CLG. And they'll look to get a little bit more here. That doesn't really even open up the buffs as much as EG has them opened up now. You can see the freedom they have with the top tier, or the outer tier.
Oh boy, here comes the
down.
mid.
The Sight Stone's going to work right now.
I think Doublelift's going to go try
to be the question here.
For
CLG
1v1
clearly in a big deficit, Riv. But they need to find the catches. Doublelift has his Brutalizer. He wants to get to his Ghost Blade so that even though Altec would be better in a sustained fight, that snap instant when Twitch comes out of ambush, he would want to take Kog'Maw down.
Altec knows the Doublelift wants to assassinate him.
I saw a Kog'Maw in the OGN quarterfinals in Korea against a Twitch, actually doing the Blade of the Ruined King Ghost Blade build on Kog'Maw when he was against a Twitch, just so that if Twitch opened up on it, Kog'Maw could fight back with the exact same actives, and then he outscaled them when he went to late game anyway. Not the case here. They're going for it.
Void Puppy, no! Oh, he gets it! The Black Shield coming out! What a beautiful job by Evil Geniuses to bait that attack in. CLG going a little hard without the vision on the map. And it looks like they're going to be able to force this one back onto CLG. The pink ward goes down, they see Doublelift, they get the lockdown, they try to shut him down. Helios, he's just trying to walk wherever he thinks Doublelift would be. They're able to get the kill on that one, and EG is just running rampant right now. Seraph tries to pick up something in mid lane, and even
this Morgana is really shutting down
that was still a good idea.
It was still a spectacular counter there by EG. Krepo with the timed gold card right there.
Oh no!
If this... No! That was so close. Okay, got it.
No. All right, CLG trying to fight back a little bit as well, desperately trying to get kills, but this is not the way CLG wins. They're losing turrets, getting kills on the outside.
Nice.
Oh man, Dexter though.
Come on,
How
Dexter.
many kills?
Good.
Another one goes in. Altec, don't put yourself in a bad situation here. He does have double buff. It's going to be very nice for continuous living artilleries. Helios left on the low road as the rest of the team takes the high road, and it looks like a final disengage from this party we had in the bottom lane. We'll see Link not going to be able to put too many items under his belt, and already trying to make kind of Zanya initiation plays without a Zanya. Very scary.
This one was kind of crazy because Link goes in here knowing full well the Black Shield can block. He goes straight into a binding and then gets countered by a teleport. So actually, if you were to reanalyze that fight, it wasn't a good idea by Link to go in the first place. And then it's not like CLG didn't know where EG was on the map when Link used his ultimate. EG just collapsed faster, better. They had more move speed overall. Seraph was ended up pushing mid because his teleport was down from earlier.
The gold evened up a little bit, actually.
Inox beat him to the spot.
All right, Jack, here we go. CLG communication. Now they're making moves. Do they continue with this? Because look, across the map they're getting kills, but mid-tier second is going down to the mid lane. A huge wave.
Outer tier, top turret for the just heart and soul of your base. The middle turrets right here. As long as they can make it back for the Nexus turret, it's okay because it would be a kill and a turret for a kill and a turret. And maybe if Doublelift is choosing to stay. This is a ballsy hold though right now because EG has a very tanky Nunu and they're willing to die.
Doublelift's going to be the only one that's left. This is what EG loves, and it's what a team loves. When you have a Nunu, you can be at that turret a little bit longer. You can make the dives happen. Living artillery down on the Link. He does not have that Zanya's yet. He's only working with the Seekers. He does have a bit of the armor, which keeps him alive for the push, but summoners are blown on both sides.
If Link could have defended that mid tower for like one more second, they would have been in an amazing spot.
Gold-wise, that trade favored CLG because they got the kill. But the importance of those turrets relative to the game means EG will win that one. And Doublelift, you're not getting back, buddy.
Oh, he dodges. Dodges one. Oh,
that'll tell him where he is.
Good guy Krepo giving Helios the lock-in for an assist, and the rest of the team. Altec picks up another kill, 4-1-0, getting a very scary Kog'Maw going.
Now it's even.
Going and then some. Look at the move speed he's picking up.
Alacrity boots,
Alacrity boots on Kog'Maw, plus the cleanse, plus the black shield, plus the blood boil. It's a
good synergy.
Little bugger.
Okay, well,
also,
Link's going to start split
pushing.
pushing.
In our feature matchup, Double Lift versus Altec.
Yep.
One of these guys could end up going off and decide the fate of the game here. 3 double-digit kill games on an 80 carry
Dragon's
by
up in
Altec,
10
more
seconds.
than any other 80 carry in the NALCS this split.
Link's fine.
He is prone to destroying
Keep going, Link. Keep going.
these games. And they're so powerful right now, they can
Link
just
wants to
take
buy
objectives
Zhonya's.
on spawn.
And they have the timer to do it.
No.
And the position as well. They moved here well before the Dragon was even going to be up. Counterlogic Gaming is all
and we
in
lost
base
blue too.
because they're not too worried about it. The Zhonya's is finally finished from Link. EG had about 5, 6, 7 minutes with 2 items on the majority of their champions, on their players, that they have been able to get this lead with.
Okay, what do we need here?
See if they can keep pushing it up. Got a 4,000 gold lead
Seraph's in a good
exactly
position,
right now
but
on CLG, 6-4.
Dexter's
CLG
going.
is now going to start pressuring the top side of the map with that
Spectral
Dragon
Wraith.
being down. They can start working this top tier inhibitor
With-
turret, or even middle. They need to get these wards
Okay,
up.
Dexter's going for Aegis,
Thinking
which
about
is
this
good.
game, this is the moment where
Give that to
CLG
Lulu.
has to just
I would
prove
give
that
that
they are
to
the better
Lulu.
team communication-wise. EG has had a lot of issues in the past, taking their early game advantages into late game wins.
They
and
just showed CLG
prides themselves
that
on
they
their
have no
map
vision.
strategy and rotations. So even though they're down in gold, they should be able to manufacture a victory against EG right here. EG is not as coordinated of a team as CLG is, and it's all about whether CLG can find the catches they want and end up winning this game.
I think the thing that got EG ahead in this game to this point, whether they can close it out or not, is one of the things they said in the pre-game is that maybe we should focus Seraph, but they didn't. And not focusing Seraph is giving them a lot of control on the map, but do they have enough to close it out? Now that they're at the goal line, can they keep pushing on? They look very scattered right now, and they're going to get dogged out on the Glacial Fissure. Altec's in a great spot. Link from the backside gets a good Zhonya's, but I think he's got the focus of death, and he does go down to the hands of Pobelter. This is kind of where it's scattered. CLG now sets up the lines, both teams staring into the white of each other's eyes. Aframu goes down. No way, EG dances it out, and they get the lead on this one.
Riff, nobody died on EG right now. Just Double Lift and Seraph trying to heal up desperately on base. They are on the next turn.
If Double Lift flanked from behind instead of going around, we would have won that game.
A catalyst to create the end of the game and victory for one team.
It would have been.
This time it's Evil Geniuses.
That one decision.
27 on the clock as they start battering down to the Nexus. And EG will take down Counterlogic Gaming.
This is the most excited I have ever seen EG.